What's cracking, yo? Welcome back to Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today. What's good? What's good? What's cracking, my peoples? Appreciate you guys for stopping in. Go check out our other playlist if you want to see more exclusive. That's what they say now, right? Come check out this exclusive content. Yeah, to check out that exclusive content right here on Boo TV. All right, big shout out to Vorlon1. I repeat, Vorlon1, recommending this Earvin Magic Johnson Basketball Hall of Fame Enshrinement speech, with also speeches, or a speech, provided by none other than one of his best friends, Larry Joe Bird. I haven't seen this, and I haven't seen Bird's speech either, so after I upload this video, I'm going to react to the Larry Bird Enshrinement speech as well, so be on the lookout for that one, all right? Let's check it out.
Welcome his longtime rival and now his good friend, Hall of Famer Larry Bird.
Thank you. Thank you very much. What an honor it is to be here tonight, be a part of the celebration of all the inductees. I'd like to call out to all New Englanders, Boston Celtics fans throughout the country. It's time to lay down your weapons. The battle is finally over, and it's time to move on.
Facts.
I can remember the first time I laid eyes on Magic Johnson. We played on an all-star team back in college. I could not believe what I was seeing in practice. I actually thought I was a bad judge of talent because neither one of us got to play in the games. But I can remember going home and telling my older brother, I just seen the best basketball player I'm probably ever going to see in my life. And he started quizzing me, asking me questions. Well, how good is he? I said, well, he's 6'9", he can handle the ball like a 5'9" guard, he can shoot the ball, he can pass like you can't believe. He goes, oh, come on. Well, after this 1979, the NCAA tournament, my brother come up to me, he says, yeah, he's a lot better than you. So that made me work harder, knowing that me and Magic was going to be linked from '79 through our pro careers. And I have to admit, I worked tirelessly every day practicing for one reason: try to beat them damn Lakers.
Laker Nation.
I'll tell you a little story. One game we played the Lakers in the Forum, and we was fortunate enough to win at the end. And we was coming out the tunnel. They had a tunnel where you go down underneath. We was coming out on the bus. There's a lot of fans around, and when we won games on the road, we tend to stay a little bit longer and celebrate, and especially in the Forum. We got to the top of the tunnel, and we had to wait because the traffic was out there and the fans were throwing stuff at us. And I was very quiet and very humble that day, and I was looking out the window, and I happened to see Earvin walking across the parking lot to his car. Of course, he had a number of people around him, and I just watched him. I could see the pain on his face, the look in his eyes that he was a beaten man that day. So if my thoughts in my head, my other teammates were talking, doing their own thing, I was just watching him, I said, suffer, baby, suffer. I looked and I seen him get in his nice car, knowing that he was not going to go out to eat that night, that he's probably going to go home, shut off all the lights, pull down the blinds, and sit in that dark room for hours. I know, I've been there. But what a pleasure it was for all them years to play against, in my opinion, one of two of the greatest players that probably ever played this game. not myself. I'm talking about Michael Jordan, of course. But I've always said that if you put Michael Jordan's name in a hat, Magic Johnson's name in a hat, and you picked out one of them, you wouldn't be disappointed at all, because both of them are fantastic basketball players. But this is Earvin's night, and I'm very honored to be here. Man, I want to beat that guy. I was going to write up a big speech, but I wanted to talk from my heart. But I said, damn, he broke my heart so many times, do I have anything left? So, ladies and gentlemen,
Larry,
please welcome the newest inductee of the Basketball Hall of Fame, Earvin Magic Johnson.
Magic is escorted by his wife, Cookie Johnson, and his mother, Christine Johnson.
Well, I know this is supposed to be somewhat formal, but standing here between the two of you guys after that, and knowing what's about to come, I'm going to make it a little less formal and simply say this from the bottom of my heart. Earvin Magic Johnson, one of the greatest of the greats to ever play this game. You made teammates and opponents better. You made the game better. You are very special, and by the unanimous vote of the Honors Committee, and with the privilege and pleasure of that power invested in the Board of Trustees, how pleased I am on my watch to be able to induct you as a player into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame.
Cookie is pretty. That is a pretty lady. That is a pretty lady. Lord.
Thank you. First of all, I have to thank God, because 11 years ago, I didn't know if I would be here to accept this award. So,
Big facts.
it's truly a blessing. As everybody has mentioned before, I got up here. You do not go into this Hall of Fame and win this honor by yourself. Larry, you just what a basketball player should be. You
Bars. Bars.
The biggest reason that I'm here is because of you making me go to that gym every summer, not only staying for 4 hours, but I figured I better stay for 6 because I knew you were there about 5 or 6 yourself. It was tremendous playing against you, and I'm just happy, and I thank God that I got to know you, not as just Larry Bird, the basketball player, but Larry Bird, the man. And I appreciate you coming out here doing this. there's been a lot of people who have touched my life and made it possible for me to be who I was out on the basketball court. I start off with, first of all, I want to thank all my friends for shoveling the snow off that basketball court with me and throwing that ball back. I know you didn't want to be out there, but you knew I did. That's why you stayed with me. Dale, Kenny, Dino, James, all of you. And to all my coaches, Mr. Rosecrans, Mr. Brockhouse, but first of all, Mr. Dart for teaching me the fundamentals of basketball. And you were like a second father to me. And I thank your wife for always cooking those great tacos after we were done playing. I thank my high school coach, Mr. Fox, for teaching me that making your players better would win championships. I remember when my senior year, and I was averaging over 40 points, and you said, Earvin, we will never win with you averaging over 40 points. You got to average around 20, 25 and make all the other players better. And you're the first one who started me off learning that, and I thank you for that. And Coach Heathcote, I thank you for defining the basketball gods when you said, hey, the guy's 6'9", but I'm going to let him play point guard anyway. And you taught me how to be a perfectionist. You always said, Earvin, if you're going to take those shots in the game, you got to practice them in practice. And then, as Eric Snow and all the rest of the guys, you always hollered, be a guard, not a garbage. And I hope I was a guard and not a garbage. And Tom Izzo, thank you for bringing both of them here to be here with me. And then I moved on to Coach McKinney, who got hurt in a bicycle accident. I wish that I could have played up under him, but he taught me a lot. Coach Westhead. And then to probably one of my best friends in life. You're a special man, Pat Riley. And you taught me preparation is the key. You kept motivating me and driving me, and you said to me a number of occasions that, you know, Buck, you're slipping. You're playing around 750, and Michael and Larry are up around 800. What's wrong? And you kept pushing me to get up around 800. And you taught me that basketball and the team is like a family. And you got to approach the game every night to play to win, but play hard and play together. And then the last thing you did, which was incredible, I never forget, you taught me what a friend is really like in 1991 when you were coach of the Knicks and you had that night for me and that prayer, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Lon and Charles Tucker and Michael Ovitz, who helped me with my career and helped shape it, and I appreciate that. Joe Smith for introducing me to a lot of those people. I want to thank the greatest owner in all of sports, Dr. Jerry Buss, for not only being my owner, but also a friend, a guy coming out at 19, knowing I was away from a big family, and you really became a father figure in Los Angeles for me, and you and the whole family. I also want to thank all the great players that I played.
Pause. Jerry Buss, little did I know, I found out a couple of weeks ago, was really, really, really introduced Larry to Los Angeles, if you know what I mean.
With along the way, especially at the Lakers, because without players, you can't make it. I didn't make it by myself here. When you talk about Greg Kelser, Jay Vincent, you talk about Kareem, James Worthy, you talk about Mitch Kupchak and Kurt Rambis. And then two of my best friends in the world was Byron Scott and Michael Cooper.
I saw Bill Walton
And
in
then
the crowd.
two guys who not only shaped my career for me, but helped me, Jerry West and then Bill Sharman. Bill Sharman taught me that I had a lot of work to do. Thought I was a hotshot rookie coming out of college. And I went to my first training camp, Coach Brown. And Bill Sharman afterwards came over to me and said, you know, I used to be pretty good at shooting free throws. You want to shoot free throws against me? I said, oh, yeah, okay, I'm going to take this old guy, you know. We shot 30, Coach Brown. Bill let me go first, and I hit about 23 out of 30. Bill Sharman went 30 for 30. I felt so small, but I knew that I had a lot of work to do, and I thank you for that humbling lesson, Coach Sharman. Howard Schultz and Ken Lombard, thank you for the business, and Mr. Warren Grant, I always told you I wanted to be a businessman after basketball, and you put me in a position to do that, and I thank you for that. And Angie and Sean and Nicole, thank you as well. And then comes my big family, because I come from a family of 10. And first of all, I want to thank my uncle for taking me everywhere to play basketball, playing against the men when I was a little boy and making me physical and tough. I thank my sister Evelyn for showing me how to shoot a jump shot, because you beat me all the time. My sister Yvonne, learning to protect your family, and always you were the first one to fight if anybody said anything bad against the Johnsons. My sister Kim for helping me with my homework all the time, and you're a smart young lady. My sister Pearl for always being my protector, always protecting me and hating every girl I brought home but the one I married.
Facts.
My brother Larry for being out there and working on the Earl Monroe spin every time we would get out there after seeing the Knicks play. He was the ultimate Earl Monroe fan, and so we had to do the Pearl spin move and the Pearl double pump move before we could practice anybody else's shot. And my brother Quincy for telling me I always had to have common sense if I was going to make it, and you gave me that. My sister Lois, who always was by my side, probably my biggest cheerleader. My brother Michael, who taught me that toughness was going to be the key, so he beat me up every day.
Sound like my brother.
And my sister Mary, who had passed away, but I know she's up there saying what a wonderful day, and I know she's proud as ever. And then, Mom, for your beautiful smile that you gave me, my personality that I have.
Mama Magic. Mama Magic. Magic Mama.
And you
Mama
gave me the
Johnson.
gift of giving back, and I think that's what you gave me. That's what sticks with me the most, to try to help people, other people. And people always ask me when I go speak, who is my role model? And Dad, I always say it's you.
Papa Magic. Magic Papa.
I've only wanted to be like you my whole life. You gave me my work ethic. You taught me that anything in life I was going to achieve and get, I had to work for it.
Work for it, baby.
And I thank you for that. My 3 babies, my son Andre, you made me proud every day. You've gone out and gotten your job. You, as you young people say, you've been putting it down. And you're the best son a father could have. And then to my 2 babies, Elisa and EJ, you make Daddy smile each and every day and make it worth coming home to see you and read that story to you, both of you, every night. And the only reason that I'm living after 11 years, honey, is because of you. So. And one of the only reasons I'm here, and I married you, is because you used to throw me the basketball back when I was shooting jumpers at Michigan State. I thank you for being the best wife and the best mother and my best friend, all at the same time.
That's wifey, man. That's wifey.
To David Stern and Russ Granick, thank you. You allowed me for 12, 13 years to be a little boy, to play the game I love, to try to go out and be the best player that I could be, to try to win games, and to also turn the fans on, and hopefully that they had just as good a time as I had. I mean, basketball is the ultimate.
That's Stern looking young, boy.
And I think Coach Brown said it best. You know, this game is great, but we should all play it the way it's supposed to be played. And we should also, for the young people, just think about learning how to play the game. Not the other things, but learn how to play. We have to get back to the fundamentals of basketball. So with that, Larry, again, we're going to meet up again. You know, I was waiting till your back was a little better. Because you would have had an excuse when I took you out into the garage or the park. But now I look at you, you're tan, you're ready to go, so now let's get it on. Now we can play checkers. We better probably play pig, because horse is a little too long for both of us.
Goddamn fool.
And we had to have it where, I have to go first, because if you go first, I know it's over for me. But thank you for this great award. I tell you, may God bless you all.
That was wonderful. That was a wonderful enshrinement speech there. So now that I think about it, I really haven't watched a lot of the Basketball Hall of Fame enshrinement speeches. I've probably only seen really a handful, probably less than 4 or 5. And I know Michael Jordan's is pretty notorious, but I've actually maybe only seen a minute or two of Mike's. I know it was controversial. I don't know all the reasons, but I guess that's something I can react to sometime in the future, since I haven't seen the Michael Jordan Hall of Fame enshrinement speech. But Magic, no question about it, well-deserved. Like Larry said, two of the greatest players he's ever seen, him and Mike. And we all know what Magic did for the game. If you don't, go check out our reaction videos and find out. But Magic was one of a kind. We've never seen point guard quite like him. Just personality intertwined with his size and basketball skills. There have been players that have showed glimpses or, similarities to Magic in different aspects, but as a whole, we haven't seen anybody else quite like Magic Johnson. I wish I would have had a chance to see him play live around with the other players of that era, as I'm a fan of, a lot of players from the 80s, even some of the 70s, bridging into the 80s. And, all I have is you know, video footage, old video footage, and testimonies from some of you all that got to witness these players play. So I appreciate them for what they did for the game. I appreciate Magic. You know, without Magic, you know, with Bird, you know, we wouldn't have the NBA that we have right now. Or who knows? We might not even have the NBA at all. You know what I mean? So, well deserved. Y'all let me know what you think about it. Have you seen this before? What is your opinion on Magic Johnson? Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified. Appreciate you. Catch you on the next one. We out, baby.